Hope everyone is traveling in this group to Mangalore. Even we all wish to see you there because all these days we have connected in online, and then first time as a major gathering. I think we all will be seeing. I think few we would have met already. I think if I'm right. So those who are going to take initiation, my sincere prayers, Guru Maharaj mercy should be there for all of you, and then you also officially enter into the Krishna conscious path. So let us start with the today's class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bradareshu Nityam Bhagavada Sevayam Bhavatya Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Ajnana Dimrandasya Jnananjane Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Tadati Swapadandikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpadarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I welcome you all for this short Bhagavadam class on behalf of NND Prabhuji, who has given us the platform to join here on this morning. Shri Radha Govinda ki jai, Gauranitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let me share my screen. Those who want to recite, I humbly request to raise your hands so that you can recite the slokas actually. Yes. Madhumai Krishnakant Mathaji, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mathaji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Unmatta Matta Jadavat Swasamstam Gatasya Me Veera Chikitsitena Artaha Kiyan Bhavata Shikshitena Stabdaha Pramattasya Chakpishtapeshaha.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely you are doing. I love your recitation. Thank you. Chitra Mohini Mataji. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Unmatta Matta Jadavasva Samstham Ghatasya Me Veera Chikitsatena Artha Kiyan Bhavata Shikshitena Stabda Pramattasya Cha Pishtapeshaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Venkata Narasimha Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Unmatta Matta Jadavatsa Samstam Gatasya Me Veera Chikitsitena Ardhakiyan Bhavata Shikshitena Stabda Paramattasya Cha Pishtapeshaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Anjali Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Unmatta Matta Jadavata Swasamstham Gatasya Me Veera Chikitsatena Artha Kiyan Bhavata Shikshitena Sabda Pramatasya Cha Pishtapeshaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Revati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
Pranams.
जडलत्स्वसमस्तां कदस्य मे वीर जिगत्सितेन अर्थः कियान् भवता सक्षिदेन स्तब्ध प्रमदस्य च विष्टवेषः. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Vijay Kumari Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Hare Krishna
ओम
Mataji.
नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. उन्मत्तमत्त जडवत्स्व संस्थां कदस्य मे वीरचिकित्सितेन अर्धघक्यान् भवता सशीदेन शब्द प्रमत्तस्य स विष्टभेष. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. थैंक यू.
Thank you Mataji. Madhu Soni Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. दंडवत
Hare
प्रणाम.
Krishna. Pranams Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. उन्मत्तमत जडवत स्वसंस्थां गतस्य मे वीर चिकित्सतेन अर्थः क्रियान् भवता शिक्षितेन स्तब्ध प्रमत्तस्य च पिष्टपेशः. थैंक यू
Thank you
माताजी.
Mataji.
हरे
Thank
कृष्ण.
you. Hare Krishna. Prafulla Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. प्रणाम माताजी.
Hare Krishna. Pranams
ओम नमो
Mataji.
भगवते वासुदेवाय. उन्मत्तमत्त जडवत्स्वस्थां गतस्य मे वीर चिकित्सितेन अर्थः कियान् भवता शिक्षितेन स्तब्ध प्रमत्तस्य च पिष्टपेश. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Thank you Mataji. Usha Bhaskaran Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. हरे
Pranams
कृष्ण माताजी.
Mataji. Pranams Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. उन्मत्त मत्त जडवत् स्व समस्तं गतस्य मे वीर चिकित्सेन अर्थकीयन् भवता शिक्षितेन शब्द परमत्तस्य च पिष्टपेशः. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. थैंक यू
Hare
माताजी.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. उन्मत्तमत्त जडवत्सा स्वासमस्तां गतस्य मे वीरा चिकित्सितेन अर्थकियान् भवथा चिकित्सेन स्तब्ध प्रमत्यश्च पिष्टपेशः. Synonyms: Unmatta, madness; Matta, a drunkard; Jadavat, like a dunce; Swasamastam, situation in my original constitutional position; Gatashya, of one who has obtained; me, of me; Veera, O king; Sikitsitena, by your chastisement; Artha, the meaning or purpose; Kiyan, what; Bhavatha, by you; Siksitena, by being instructed; Stabda, dull; Pramattasya, of a crazy man; Cha, also; Pishtapeshaha, like a grinding flour. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh, my dear king, you have said, you rascal, you dull, crazy fellow, I am going to chastise you, and then you will come to your senses. In this regard, let me say that although I live like a dull, deaf, and dumb man, I am actually a self-realized person. What will you gain by punishing me? If your calculation is true, and I am a madman, then your punishment will be like beating a dead horse. There will be no effect. When a madman is punished, he is not cured of his madness. So very nicely the translation is given. Purport by Divine Grace, A.C. Prabhupada ki jai. Everyone in this material world is working like a madman under certain impressions falsely acquired in the material condition. Wonderful wordings in the first line, actually. We're all doing the same work. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, this is the condition of our status, actually. For example, if a thief who knows that stealing is not good, certainly, and who knows that it is followed with a punishment by the king or by God. God, 100% there will be a punishment which is unknown, wherein the soul, until he realizes it, that we are a soul and we'll get whatever we are doing, the rewards or the punishment, everything will be treated equally in front of God. Correct? Na? So that's how God disposes actually. So who has sent that thieves are arrested and punished by the police? Nonetheless steals again and again. He is obsessed with the idea that by stealing he will be happy. This is the sign of madness. Despite repeated punishment, the thief cannot give up his stealing habit. Therefore, the punishment is useless. I think in this phrase, I think yesterday, I think day before yesterday, Usha Bhaskar and Mathaji has shared one wonderful quote, which was quoted by Radhanath Swami. Here in this material world, we all construct houses, correct now? We all construct houses and then we will prepare to keep some safety things and all. And still the thief will come and he will always do that actually, correct now? So whereas, and he will be put into the jail and that person will be put into the jail. Do you think that person will be changing that punishment, whatever punishment, after he gets proved that he is the thief, he'll be put in the behind the bars. And in the jail also, he will be trying to escape. Where is the possibility? Which door is not locked? Which gate is not locked? How we can escape from this? All these plans he will certainly do. And internally also, some people will bribe the management people, okay, and then they will escape. Like how that is Devata worship also we do now. It's a business deal. Yes, I will do this. Devata, please fulfill me this thing. Like that, we'll always keep. With Devata also, we never have that. What is that? Kevala Bhakti, we never have. We always will be expecting from Devata. And Devatas, even if we don't pray also, if their duty is for administration of this material world, they will certainly do until if we work in a pious way. So these things and all we are not aware actually. So then this thief will try to escape from that. So in this material world, the material jail always makes the person to think about how to escape. Correct na? Whereas in this entire this physical that is a structure, whatever the goddess created, it doesn't have any. It's a jail. It's a jail we are in, but we are not aware that we are in the jail itself, because there are no physical construction of the doors or the gates wherein we are in the locked status. We are not aware until otherwise the jiva realizes that we are in the jail, and this we are acting as per the bodily requirements, as per the senses instruction, as per our mind and intelligence. The senses are into the action under the three modes of gunas. That is the biggest jail. This jail is constructed by the three gunas, and every living entity is prone to act according to that, in whichever guna they are following. So there are virtual gates which we are not able to visualize. When one removes that, when one comes out of that Mahamaya, they'll be able to realize this world is full of the gates and lockets wherein there is no passage we can escape. So Jiva certainly realizes that, and it will try to see which is the mark we have to take it up. Correct now? The spiritual path only will help us to come out of this that is logically whatever the gates it has been made, and which this Jiva is not able to visualize with this material eyes. And then we have to practice bhakti, and then we can come out. This realization will certainly come to the person who is in the spiritual path under a Guru Parampara. So bhakti is the ultimate, so that is the mercy of the Lord, so that we can get out of this entanglement. So hearing this example, how Srila Prabhupada has quoted here, yes, we have this, that is, we have the four defects, correct now? We are into the illusion, we have that cheating propensity, we are with the what is that imperfect senses, and that is limited actually. So we will not be able to think beyond certain level actually, and we are prone to do mistakes also. So we are not a 100% perfect person. No one is perfect in this world actually. Everything is through the realization and the experience we gain, and then we will try to discriminate which is right, which is wrong, which should not be done, which should be taken as our duty. All those things we try to learn here. That too only when we are in the proper channel. So the proper channel is following the footsteps of the great Vaishnavas actually. So here, the thief who knows the stealing is not good. Yes, thief knows that because he feels that is the easy way to survive. That's the reason he's stealing. He knows if he get caught, he will be punished. Still, because of this mode of ignorance and those things, he will try to steal only. And who knows that it is followed with a punishment. So earlier it was a kingdom ruled by king, and now even God punishment will be certainly there because that is not virtual. Because he's sitting in as a Paramatma in our heart, and whatever good deeds and whatever the bad deeds we are doing, everything is accountable. And as per that, we'll be and that is will be occurring. Will be our account will be populated. So punyas and papa karmas actually, and who have seen that thieves. Who has seen that thieves are arrested and punished by the police, Nanathila steals again. Once he is coming out of that physical jail, he will start the same thing. His mind, see, when you are getting punished, obviously you should think about what we have done, whether it is right or wrong, whether we should continue this in the future also. What is the permanent solution to come out of that? Like that only, we are also into this jail. So whatever actions performing here is the right way. Are we in the right track? If it is not the right track, how do we align it properly? And then what is the solution for that? For at least reach out to the person who is giving to the solution, and then follow his footprints, and then perform the action what he is guiding, and then listen to him submissively by rendering services, and then follow that and attain the lotus feet of the Lord. So that is the only thing we can come out of this jail actually. So, but we are seeing the opulences here and we feel distracted, and then we feel like stealing again. That means we are lording it over this material nature. Again and again we are taking the birth, and again we are coming back here. So he is observed with the idea. That means this is the way we can survive here. This is the only way. So we can steal and we can survive. So maybe we'll get some punishment. Like that, we perform all the materialistic activities, thinking that we are the doer, and then we'll be incurring all the sins and all the punyas, whatever the pious deeds we are going to get, that also we'll get. And then we elevate to the higher level planets. And again, when you are getting that punya, we'll think this is the permanent location and we'll enjoy and try to do again the karmas actually, which is making us born. This is the real madness actually, not here whatever the Jada Bharat is explaining to the king. The king is thinking that this person is a mad person because he is not showing any expression, he is not listening, he was only focused on the ground, whether any ant is going on, and then we should not by mistakenly also, we should not keep our feet on that. So all those things he is taking care, but wherein king is not aware of why this guy is performing like this. So that type of thing the king is not aware. So that's why he was chastising in a very, very bad manner. Now Jada Bharat is speaking out how he has spoken to him. So you rascal, you dull, crazy fellow. This is how he was chastising. King was chastising Jada Bharat. I am going to chastise you. That means I am going to scold you like that. Then you will come to your senses. That means how much strong he is going to chastise. Certainly the other person will come to the track. Even in our house also, if something goes wrong, a person will be little serious to educate the other person who has done the mistake. Correct now? Like that, king being like a representative of that is of the god who is taking care. If this rule applies to the saintly kings actually, because they follow bhakti and they take care of their subjects in a very good way. The protection will be given. So like that here, King Raghuguna also is taking care of his subjects, and then he thinks his chastisement will help his subjects to come into the track. So in that way he is thinking, and then he is chastising Jada Bharat, wherein he doesn't know his condition. So in this regard, let me say, now Jada Bharat is speaking, is accepting, although I live like a dull, deaf and dumb man, that is, his physical appearance is looking like he's not very much opulent, and even he's not responding. Somebody is asking also, he's behaving like a deaf, even though he's listening. and then he behaving like a dumb. He won't be able to speak. So the external appearance of Jada Bharat is like a dull, deaf, and dumb manner. But he is now opening. He is speaking. But I am actually a self-realized person. That means he is situated in samadhi. He is having a permanent relationship with the Supreme Lord. So what will you gain by punishing me for this small thing? So this petty thing, his king will certainly is there to punish the people if the subjects are doing wrong. Now in his vision, he is not taking that planking in a right path. The other three people are struggling to balance the planking because they are straight away walking. They are not seeing what is there in the ground. But here, Jada Bharat is visualizing there are small living entities also, and every living entity has the right to survive in the kingdom of God. So he knows that, and that's the reason he's a realized soul. And even in that small ant also, Paramatma is there, Jiva is there, that he's raising. That's why he doesn't want to do any hurt to that small entities also. So now he is replying back, by punishing me, what are you going to gain? If your calculation is true and I am a madman, that means my appearance is displaying you like a madman, then your punishment will be like a beating a dead horse, because he's not aware of the real position of Jada Bharat. He is situated in the trance. He's not aware. So he is wrongly evaluating Jada Bharat and he wants to punish. So there will be no effect. Whether Jada Bharat, even if he is receiving punishment, he will not be able to change anything because internally he has not done any mistake. So there is nothing to change from his end. So wherein king will not be aware of this thing. So when a madman is punished, he is not cured of his madness, 100%. Even physical madness, when somebody is mentally challenged also, even if you punish that person, whether he will be able to realize, 100% he will not be able to realize. He may feel pain, and then he may react in some way, but he will not realize whatever action he has performed. For that only he is getting punishment. He will certainly not realize. So when for a physically, that is in the physical structure, when a person is really in a madness also, he will not realize what mistake he has done. Then a person who is situated in the trance, who has left this bodily, that is what is that bodily discomforts, whatever occurs to this body also, he is not bothered. For a person, what will be the situation? Correct, na? So he will also not realize, that is not realize in the sense, he will not be bothered actually. So this is, we can ignore. The next sloka is very, very, even more depth actually, wherein we can take up tomorrow that sloka, wherein the person who is situated in the trance, how actually he behaves like a Paramahamsa, the qualities of a Paramahamsa, and then even though a person is in Paramahamsa, he will never demonstrate himself that I am in a Paramahamsa. So he will be actually that is demonstrating himself as a normal person. That's why here Jada Bharata, even though he is in the trance, he has never demonstrated that I am in a trance. He was simply as a normal person. That's the reason the person who is in the normal way behavior thinks that this person is a mad person. So in that way, King Raghuguna has misunderstood Jada Bharat. So everyone in this material world is working like a madman under certain impressions. That is very nice told here. Yes, we all do with certain impression. These impressions from where we'll get actually the way we understand the things around us and way we accept the things surrounding us. Correct now? And basic cause for this understanding and accepting the things surrounding us is based on the gunas. So here he is in trance, he is above the three modes. That's why this physical thing, this material things and all is not at all bothering him. Whereas a person who is situated in Sattva Gun will take one thing in a different way, Rajogun will be in a different way, and Tamasic Gun will be a different way. So a person who is in Tamasic will do bad to himself also. He doesn't know how to discriminate what has to be done or what not to be done. Whereas in Rajogun, a person, he will be able to know, but how he is having lot of, he hankers and he is little selfish also. He has to attain the goal. So which may be hurting others also, but still that desires make him to do wrong things also. So whereas sattva gun, he will always see which is good for others also, and he will perform. So all these three guns are making the soul in a condition. Even though a person situated in sattva gun is also conditioned, because he is expecting some happiness out of the action he is performed. Correct now? That's the reason he is also bounded. So one must raise their that is bhakti in such a manner that they should be above the three gunas. So that trance level we should achieve. But for that, one must come to the at least to the platform of the sattva gun. Then only he will be able to elevate to the next level. So the practicing bhakti will help a person to elevate to that. So with this, I will put in front of you the real sign of madness. Is our ignorance in understanding the reality is the real sign of madness here. If we think on the platform of the material thing, 100%, whatever action we are performing is really right or wrong, we will not be able to judge. One must go into the spiritual platform, and then they should be able to analyze whatever action they are performing is right or wrong. Then only they will be able to visualize the opposite person in what perspective they are approaching us, what help they need from us. All those things they will be able to think. Otherwise, we'll be thinking always that person is like this person is like this, and will be branding, he will never change. All those things we will brand it off. Correct now? Already daily basis, are we doing these things? Actually, earlier, now we are realizing and we are trying to restrict to an extent not to hurt others, trying to understand other things, trying to give space for them, and then when they are speaking also, conversing also, we try to reason. Earlier, we never had this type of patience. We always will be very fast to speak out before the others try to complete also. They may be right also, but our understanding may be wrong also. But we will be always, yes, I am like this, I am understood like this is about you, you are like this, you have to accept. This is how we are actually. Correct now? So these type of things only we'll be doing when a person in the material mode. So when he's in Rajogun or Tamasic gun, this is how the outcome will be, and they'll be bound to the karmic reactions. So obviously they'll be coming back again and again. So here Raghugun has given a very to the king Raghugun, Jadabharat is now chastising him actually. He's giving reply. The next slokas and all is very, very nice actually. So despite repeated punishment, it is the life of the material way. A person who is totally absorbed in the materialistic thing, this is how their life is. Despite repeated punishment, repeated fall downs we will be seeing in the life. We don't know why we are falling down, and will continue to do the same. The thief cannot give up his stealing habit. Still, we will not try to give up this lording over the material nature. Therefore, for us, punishment of rebirth is useless only. We'll again come as per our deeds, and then we'll again perform the same action, and then again we'll go back to the whichever loka we have to go in this material world, and again as per our whatever the actions we have performed, the reactions based on that, our next body will also be ready to acquire, and again the cycle will be coming back. Okay, with this I will put forward in your friend anything you would like to share, or any doubts to whatever level I am able to understand, I will be able to explain. So I humbly request. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu Garu.
This last word in this
Yes.
sloka Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Pishtapeshaha.
Yes.
Pishtapesha, that is the grinding floor.
Yes.
That meaning has not come in this translation, Mataji. In the translation, it was never mentioned as something called grinding floors. What is the meaning of that?
Yes, 1 second, Prabhu. See here, we have to take a overall meaning of this particular is grinding flour is like again and again. See, we are coming again and still grinding flour. See, when a person is doing mistake, if you tell this is wrong and you will get into this problem, I'm only speaking with the material platform, not with the spiritual. A normal person, if a son gets advice from his father, to an extent he may listen for a particular age. After some time in the adolescence age, this is an example, when even though the same type of advice only father gives again and again also, it's the grinding floor means, the grinding floor means it's again and again it is rotated here. Correct na? Here you can see nonetheless steals again and again. The same action only will be performed there. We need to take into that analogy actually here. This grinding floor is to the action performed by the living entity again and again. Maybe it is not directly put here, but the meaning is totally covered there, Prabhu. Okay, so we'll be like a performed, the same thing we'll be doing, and then we'll be getting into the that is birth and death cycle, and we'll be coming back. That is the what is that purpose of that pishta pesha, grinding flour. So how the wet grinder or any flour machine also rolls is like continuous rotation. The same thing is getting grinded and then it become a fine thing. Like that here, the whatever the actions we are performing, again same thing if you are repeating, we'll be into the condition mode. At least if you are listening to the instruction, in another example also we can take up. If you are practicing again and again and again, we'll be slowly elevating to the spiritual platform. Two things we can take up, Prabhuji, here. So it's like a grinding flour. Our actions is like a grinding flour, actually. So what path we are going to decide based on that, whether we may fall down or we may get elevated. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. One more is that.
Tell me, Prabhu.
That is Swasamstham, it is written in the first line, Swasamstham. Swasamstham means, is it self-realization, Mataji?
Swa means our own, generally. It is anywhere, Swa Dharma, like that, na? Like that. Swa Samstham, that means situated in a position, actually. So originally, the soul's position is in a constitutional position only. It is never in a conditional position. Whereas it is covered by the stula and the sukshma, correct na? The shuttle and the gross body, it is in this material modes, actually it will perform and then it gets covered by the Mahamaya. And we, as per our actions, as long as our actions are in these three modes, we are always covered in the, that is in the Mahamaya. And originally the Atma is in the constitutional position. But one has to realize that position by clearing this Mahamaya. So, and then visualizing the, that is by performing the bhakti and then trying to reach out to the Godhead.
Hare Krishna, Mata. Thank you.
Any other doubts? Am I confused you all? Or it is clear?
No, madam, we are understanding, but there is no translation for Sasidena in the Tamil book.
Sasidena, Shiksha and Shiksha. Okay. I will, don't, here we will speak in Tamil channel, Mataji.
No, madam, there is no translation for this.
No problem. I will speak about there. Okay, here
Okay.
we will speak.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like a print mistake also it will be there, because translation we have seen many mistakes in languages. I
In the
think
English, what translation, madam? In the English, Sasidena.
actually where it is Sasidena is there, I don't know.
Sasidena is third line, last word.
That is Shikshitena. Shiksha means actually that is instruction. Correct na? So he is instructing King Raghuvan, who Jada Bharat actually. So here his appearance is spoken by Raghuvan as a madman, whereas he is explaining about this external thing, what he has visualized, and internally what he is, like that and all. Jada Bharat is explaining here. That is this sloka, and it will continue in the next sloka also.
Thank you, Mataji.
Any other doubts?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Today's instruction, Mataji, Jadavarat, what is instructing Raghuvan, Mataji, exactly?
Exactly is actually whatever he has chastised. Correct na? He is chastised, and then it will continue, Mata, not only in this sloka, it is going to end. He is explaining how he is resembling internally. Okay, with respect to bodily and then with respect to the internal. That variation is explaining, Mataji. That is the thing party is covering today here. So externally, a person may be looking bad man. So by checking for the outer looks, we may think that we may come to conclusion, this person is like that. Even if he speaks 2-3 words also based on his appearance and then how he puts himself in front of others and then his communication, we'll brand him. He is a person like this. Correct na? Like that only here, based on the appearance of based on the appearance of Jadaparata, King is decided he is a madman actually. Till now, whatever we have read. But now, he is explained when he started chastising in a low way, like a rascal, dull, and all. Now he started speaking. He should not. He's a Mahabhagavata, correct na? So he's in a Mahabhagavata phase, wherein he's doing offense actually. So he's here we can see the compassion of Jadabharat also. See, generally when we do some mistakes, and then when someone interferes and tell, it is a stop, wherein at least we'll stop where we are doing the mistake actually. Correct na? So like that, here Jadabharata stops and then he is repeating and then he's telling about himself too, why he has done going here and there when he's there carrying the plantain. So what is that? That is a soul concept and all. We are bodily things we should not consider. All those things he is explaining, and the upcoming things we'll be able to cover actually. So this sloka tells he is not a dumb. So by external appearance, you should not have any evaluation. Some people may pose themselves as this is applicable for other thing also. Some people may pose themselves a bhakta, but internally they will be having so much bonding with the material. Correct na? So like Mityachara, we would have studied in Bhagavad Gita. So in the 3rd chapter, we have studied, na? So like that, so both possibilities are there. But here, he is resembling like a dull, dumb, and deaf, but internally he's situated in the trance. That's what he is here. He's preaching here. So he should, King Rahun, next sloka, he will be asking, that is Padon also. He has wrongly judged him. He will be giving all those things. Yes, Madhusoni Mataji. Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So here there are 2 contradictory characteristic Mataji. One
Yes.
one person who is looking like madman, he is self-realized, and the
Yes.
person who is king and but he is like his talk and his behavior is like
In
completely
ignorance.
obsessed with materialistic trigunas, Mataji. Yes,
Correct. Yes, that's what I told actually. Yes, here the real madman, I think, who are working on the material platform, wherein they will never realize they are on the that is particular platform. Whoever are lording it over the material nature, they will never realize. They will be always on the bodily platform, and then they will think whatever they visualize is right, and that's only they will accept. So the actual that is a soul platform, they will never realize. So here, that's what he's repeating with the king actually. Jadabharat is repeating with the king. So we should never see the appearance, and we should never conclude certain things. Never do judgmental on it. This one moral we can take home actually. By appearance, we should not conclude by whatever actions one is performing without knowing what is the background behind that action. We should never come to the conclusion. It's better to discuss and then why this action has been performed, and then when we come to know the background behind that, then only we'll come to know that person has done right or wrong. But visualizing directly, and then we should never come to the conclusion. I think we have seen 3 types of Pratyaksha Praman, Shabda, and then what is that?
Anuman
Praman and Pratyaksha Praman. Sorry, Shabda Praman. So which one is highest? Shabda Praman. So we should hear from the highest authorities. So that is the authenticity. That is the real knowledge. Correct na? So based on that only, we need to apply the knowledge, and then we need to come to that is what are the actions has been performed surrounding us also we need to analyze in that way only. So we should not blindly, by appearance, we should not come to the conclusion. So here, the real madman is who? The people who are working on the material platform without knowing. So day and night we are doing hard work, correct now? So and then what is the purpose of this hard work? What is our life? Who am I? This type of things we never ask questions. After coming to Krishna conscious only, we have studied Bhagavad Gita, now Bhagavadam we are hearing. Based on that, we are thinking what is right, what action we should perform, what action we should not perform. Correct now? All those things we are analyzing. Otherwise, we will blindly do the things. This is only right, we will think and then we will do. So that is like a madman, mad actions actually. Real mad action is that only, not by that person who is in the trance and demonstrating himself as a mad person there. He is not demonstrating himself. In fact, he is being put up like that actually. That's it. He is not bothered about the bodily things. Okay. Again, we should not copy Jada Bharat actually, because we should see the situations in the current thing. We are in the Yuga, particular Yuga. Now, Kali Yuga, we cannot practice like this, but we can practice bhakti. Like that, we can become sober and we can become stabilized in our actions, and then we can move forward. That's how we can take it up. Any other doubts? Really understood? Still you all have doubts? Any doubts? I'm not hearing anyone. So silent.
No, Mataji, it's clear.
No, Mataji.
It's clear.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You explained very nicely, Mataji. Actually, that floor, grinding floor, I think Mataji has, Prema Kishori Mataji has repeated it many times. Charvita,
Okay.
Charvanam. Means we
Yes.
chew the same thing again and again, and still we
Yes.
feel that the flavor is coming in it.
Yes.
So that is the only thing which I want to add. And thank you so much, Mataji, for such a nice class. I really enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. All Srila Prabhupada's mercy. Okay, thank you all for joining. And then tomorrow let us meet for another class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vanchakalpadarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Namachari Haridas Thakur ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare